So you want to build a faster Grom, or you just want your Grom to be faster. Either way, I've owned five Groms now. This is probably my favorite. I'm a little partial because I had two 2023s for me and the girlfriend that both ended up having the second gear transmission whine thing. Honda had them for 6 months. I ended up finally buying them back because parts availability, stuff like that, they still qualified for like a lemon law kind of thing. So we kind of just waited to buy Groms again until they could, TSBs comes out, fixes come out after, X-VIN, they're all fixed from that point on. We waited till 2025, finally got another set of Groms. OG Grom though, mint. That thing was pretty sweet. Should have never sold that. I'll add that to the list of things I should have never sold. But this one, I did a little bit of work to it, and so far, I'm loving it. Obviously, like on my 23s, I did like the intake, exhaust, and tune. Intake, exhaust, and tune was great. I mean, we took them to like Tennessee, took them to like the tail of the dragon and all that kind of stuff. I think the fastest I got up to it on that with just that setup, maybe like a downhill full tuck, was like 72 miles an hour, and I was happy with that. That's great. It was it definitely heavier than like the stock Grom. This one, when I rode it home from like the dealership, it's kind of far. It was probably a good like 40 minute ride. Maxed out like stock form, maxed out about 60 miles an hour. Probably didn't want to hang out at 60 miles an hour all that long, but it got to 60, so we're stepping in the right direction. This bike, I took it a step further, which is something I've never done this one before, but I did the cam. So we did the intake, the exhaust, the cam, and then the tune. I will say the cam's sweet. The quick revving, the ability that it gets up to speed. I think I've covered this in my old like 2023 videos, where doing just an exhaust does nothing. It just makes it sound better. It's easier. Like, I wear earplugs when I ride, so it just made it easier to hear like where your revs were at. Like, I don't really ever look at the gauge cluster. I'm just gonna go by sound. And having an exhaust made it easier for that. The bike didn't really wake up until we did an intake, and I've heard just doing an intake with the stock exhaust will wake it up more than just doing an exhaust with the stock intake. Because if you do both intake and exhaust, you have to do a tune. But you can do just an intake or just an exhaust on a stock tune. But when you start getting into all of that, you get into a tune. It's always recommended to do the tune. But adding the cam into that at stage 2, like Harley Bro talk, definitely is my favorite so far. I had footage of me doing all of that stuff, but I'm on the anti-GoPro life right now because GoPro lost all my footage. But we had the white bike. The parts actually just came in for it this weekend. Tomorrow will be my first day off, so I'm going to start working on that. We'll get some install videos of all the things we do. We're doing like the Yoshimura exhaust, Chimera intake, cam, the S1 cam, and then the tune. So we should be golden there. But I will say, I think the cam was like $178, and I'll never skip out on the cam again. The install is super easy, especially if you have any kind of mechanical knowledge. It is a super easy install. Before, I've always been like, I don't really want to take apart the engine. I don't want to get into the internals. I love the Grom for the reliability and blah, 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 blah. But once you start riding a Grom that's had some intake, exhaust, cam, tune stuff done to it, like, I don't think I could look back. Like, I feel like if I sat on a stock Grom now, I would be like, ew, give me the ick. So, peppiness is definitely way better. The red line's way higher. I mean, we're going almost 40 in second gear. Like, I'll take that all day. Like, this is a big hill that I am now going down home from work, but on my ride to work, when I'm coming up this hill, it climbs in all the gears. Like, it's never like, you know, stock Grom, you might have to downshift a little bit if you're not getting enough acceleration up a hill. With that cam in there, that extra little oomph and that extra revving, it never falls flat on its face going up a hill. That's probably what I love the most about it. Always do the cam. Do it. It was the extra $178 because if you're getting a tune, if you're like, oh well, I'll do the cam later. If you're getting the tune at the same time you're getting your intake and exhaust, you then have to send it back in to get another tune. So just do it all at once. Just don't. Ooh, you should be so mean. You're so angry. But yeah, do the tune. Do the intake, do the exhaust, do the cam. Definitely do the cam. The white bike is going to be a little bit nicer because it'll have the Yoshimura, because this one has the belly pan, and the Yoshimura does not work with the belly pan. And I like the belly pan. That's the whole reason I got an SP. So yeah, do it up. If you want your Grom to be faster, I haven't had a chance to do a top speed run. We'll do that either Tuesday or Wednesday, but it's Saturday for reference. We'll see how it does top speed wise. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to do. I know it'll at least do 60 because just putting around I still hit 60, but it still feels like it has a lot left to go when I'm hitting 60 now after those mods versus before the mods, where it was definitely like strug bussing for that 60. So, intake, exhaust, cam, tune, keys to a happy Grom. I think with all of that stuff, it's maybe like $700 depending on the exhaust that you get. Obviously, if you go with like the Yoshimura exhaust, you're $700 just into an exhaust. But this one has the Zoom on it, the Zoom high mount. I think it was like $250, so nothing too crazy. Or if you can get a used exhaust. So what? This guy's going on the books. We are going to do some top speed stuff. We're going to do some cosmetic stuff to clean up these mirrors and these handlebars and all this stuff. But stay tuned because the white bike's about to get tore apart. We're going to have a blast with it also. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you would do different. Let me know what I should do in the future. Should I go with the high compression piston? Should I go big bore? Let me know your thoughts. Thanks.